Got a phone call this morning. There was a guy said he was from Montgomery Distribution, and I hadn't really been expecting the phone call. Not just at the minute. It's Friday morning, but he said he had a delivery for me. So I made my way up to meet him, and he had a large item on a pallet. It's extremely heavy. He brought it in the pallet truck, and the pallet actually disintegrated under the weight of it. Can you tell what it is yet? That's part of it. Well, we shall get it unwrapped, and you'll be able to tell them what it is. There we go. Up with a bit of a bang. Hardware. These are the stick-on rubber pads for the inside of the vise. This is the pedal box part of it, up and down. This was cited as being what caused the most of the delay. They said that they couldn't get the pedal box with a CE certification, European certification. I told him we don't need to worry because we're not in Europe anymore, but he didn't wear that one. That's obviously the air in. I'm going to have to get airline connectors for this. How am I going to get that turned over? Let's have a little think. Well, with a bit of hard work and sweating and grunting, and the use of an old piece of strap, I managed to get it turned over. It's an amazing piece of kit. It really is. Solid as a rock. It's designed to take up to 1,200 pounds weight. The big LT that I have hidden under the cover here, it's over 800 pounds. But you want something obviously with a bit more capacity. So I'll have to get the wee plate in the back here. That's the ramp for wheeling the bikes up onto. My main concern at the minute is I'm going to have to get some sort of a PCL connector or whatever it is for the airline to connect the compressor to the pedal box. Whatever sort of a connector that is. Well, I've just robbed the male PCL connector off my pneumatic drill, and I'm going to get it fitted into the pedal box. Thank goodness it's all the same thread, and it's looking good. I'll get that tightened up, and then we'll get the compressor fired up, and we'll give it a quick test run. Right, well, this is one half of the wheel clamp that goes on the front of the ramp, just like that. So what we're going to do is you get this rubber pad with an adhesive backing which sticks on here. So I'm going to warm this up with a hot air gun and get it nice and pliable before I stick it on here. It's quite warm now, warm to touch. Try not to get too many big dirty sticky finger marks on it. Oh, it's good and tacky. I want to get it pushed right down to the bottom. Just like that. Well, that's one half done. That's the fixed side, they call that. And the adjustable side will get done now. We'll give this a bit of a clean with brake cleaner. Make sure that the surface is good and clean from oil or grease. Okie dokie. Here we go. I just set one bolt into each side. Let's go for up. It's connected to the air. Flippin' heck. What about that? Unbelievable. It's powered by an airbag in here. And God, that's incredible. And it's got a locking mechanism, obviously, for safety purposes. So I think you have to flick that across, flick the safety lever, and then go for down. Wow, that's incredible. Safety clicks back in again. Now I've only got a wee 50-litre compressor, and obviously that's more than plenty. We'll put it back up again, and we'll get the rest of the bolts into this wheel clamp, and then we'll stick it back on. It's the speed of it. I know it's nothing on it, but there you go. And if you let it down without putting this across, it should go onto the locks. Yeah, there you go. That's her on the locks, so it's just steady as a rock. Well, that's the wheel clamp in place. Solid as a rock. It's just a screw handle. I'm thinking that we'll put the wee scooter on first of all. That's it, it'll be a fairly slim affair. Somewhere about there. Right, we'll let her down, and right, to let her down we're going to have to go up a wee bit. Click that across. Happy days. Need to get this fitted. This is the ramp for the back end of it. You can't just lift the bikes up. up the ramp. Tighten her up in the front wheel. The first flight of the handy S.A.M 1200. Oh boys, no more crawling about in hands and knees. And the compressor kicks in. It's going to break my heart getting it dirty, you know. You know what it's like when you get something new. You don't want to dirty it. That just inflates and puts the ramp up. There's a couple of bearings on the other side. Let it get a wee bit of grease on there, just to keep those nicely lubricated. All the pivot points have grease nipples, even the wheels. I'm sure they've all been greased from the factory. Well, I'm pleased with what we've got so far. Have some work done here now, boys. No excuses anymore. So, first job on the new ramp was starting off sort of easy. Remove the centre stand. And give it a good rub down, get all the rust off it, and give it a touch of black paint and a quick coat of clear lacquer. I'll have to put another couple of coats on it. Nothing too difficult to start with. To break myself in easy, you know. Such a difference it makes not having to crawl about in your hands and knees. It's unreal.